Hi students, welcome back to biology video class. In previous video we discussed about cell, definition of cell, then about microorganisms, about microscope, three types of microscope. They are simple microscope, compound microscope and electronic microscope. And we saw the structure of plant cell and animal cell. In lower classes you already studied about plant cell and animal cell. The above diagram is plant cell and below is that is animal cell. The main difference between plant cell and animal cell is plant cell consists of outermost covering, that is cell wall, but in animal cell that is absent. Its outermost covering is plasma membrane. And one more main difference is presence of chloroplast. As you know, plant prepares their own food by the help of chloroplast. So chloroplast is very important for the plants. But in animal cell, they take food from other organism or they depend on plants. So they are not going to prepare their own food. So we are not going to see the chloroplast in animal cell. So this is the main difference. Let us discuss the each part or each organelles in detail. Cell boundaries. The outermost covering of cell is called as cell boundary. As I told you and as you know already, the outermost covering of cell in animal cell that is plasma membrane, but in plant cell that is cell wall. Cell wall. It is a tough, rigid layer that surrounds some types of cells, that is plant cells. It is located outside the cell membrane whose main function is to provide rigidity, strength and protection against mechanical stress and infection. As you know, the cell wall is tough and rigid. It gives the structure to the cell. It gives the protection to the cell. Cell wall is a characteristic feature of cells of plants, bacteria, fungi and some other algae. Protozoans and animals do not have a cell wall. Animals and protozoans, they don't have cell wall. The composition of the cell wall differs from one species to another species. The archean cell wall is made up of glycoproteins and polysaccharides. In fungi, cell wall are made up of glucosamine and chitin. Chitin gives the rigidity. In algae, it is composed of glycoproteins and polysaccharides. The plant cell wall is mainly composed of cellulose, hemicellulose, glycoproteins, pectins and lignin. Cell wall is freely permeable and it is non-living in nature. I will tell you the highlights. Cell wall is outermost covering of plant cell. It is not present only in plant cell. It is present in bacteria, fungi and many algae. The chemical composition of cell wall is differ from one species to another species. It is non-living in nature. Plant cell wall consists of mainly three layers: the primary cell wall, secondary cell wall, and middle lamella. Let us discuss one by one in detail. The middle lamella. It is first layer formed during the cell division. What do you mean by cell division? As cell mature, it undergoes division and it gives rise to two daughter cells, and it is called as a cell division. Cell division in unicellular organism is a mode of reproduction. At the same time, cell division in higher organisms, I mean in multicellular organism, is helpful for the increase in height and weight of the organism. So about the cell division you are going to study in next chapter. So the middle lamella, it is the first layer formed during the cell division. This layer is rich in pectin. It is the outermost layer which joins together with adjacent plant cell and holds them together tightly. So this helps for the holding another cell tightly. Next, the primary cell wall. It is formed after the middle lamella. It is composed of pectin compounds, hemicellulose, and glycoproteins. It consists of chemical components are like this: pectin, hemicellulose, and glycoproteins. The layer consists of a framework of cellulose microfibers and gel-like matrix. It is very thin, flexible, and extensible layer. So it is very flexible and it is thin in structure. Next, that is secondary cell wall. It is thick layer formed inside the primary cell wall. It is extremely rigid and provides strength. It is composed of cellulose, hemicellulose, and lignin. So out of three, the secondary cell wall is very thick and it is very hard rigidity. It gives a rigidity. It provides the strength to the plant cell. And it consists of chemical components, that is cellulose, hemicellulose, and lignin. So this is the three layers of the cell wall. I will repeat once again: the middle lamella, the primary cell wall, the secondary cell wall. What is the function of cell wall? What is the use of cell wall? As we discussed already, it gives rigidity, it gives strength. So let us make a list of that. It gives the definite shape and structure to the cell. It gives the definite shape and structure to the cell. It provides structural support. It provides structural support. It gives the protection against infection and mechanical stress. It separates interior of the cell from the outer environment. So it works like a wall between interior of the cell from the outer environment. It enables the transport of substances like water molecule, minerals, nutrients. It helps in osmotic regulation. So osmotic regulation also under control of cell wall. It prevents water loss. So it is one of the major work, water loss. It prevents the water loss. The physiological and biochemical activity of the cell wall helps in cell to cell communication. It prevents the cell from rupturing due to turgor pressure. It helps in the diffusion of gases in and out of the cell. So these are the functions of the cell wall. Let us study the structure of cell in detail. The cell wall of any plant cell, the structure shows like this. It consists of globular protein, glycoproteins, carbohydrates, hydrophilic head, hydrophobic tails. It shows the presence of protein, lipids. So this is a one more structure. Here you can see the structure clearly. So this is the cell membrane. The cell membrane or that structure is generally known as fluid mosaic model. This model, the structure model, is known as fluid mosaic model. It describes the structure of cell membranes where a flexible lipid layer is spread with large protein molecules that act as channels through which other molecules enter and exit any cell. It means the fluid mosaic model is made up of lipid layers and protein molecules so that they allow the selected molecules in and out of the cell. So this is given as a fluid mosaic model. The components and functions of the plasma membrane. The principal components of plasma membrane are lipids. They are phospholipids and cholesterol. Next is proteins and carbohydrates attached to some of the lipids and some of the proteins. So this is what about the structure of outermost layer, that is cell boundaries. In next video, let us discuss in detail some other components of the plant cell as well as animal cell. About fluid mosaic model, will give you detailed idea in our face-to-face live classes. Thank you.